Hey everybody, it's Gunny here with an Orochinagi guide to gaming retro hotspots. We're starting with Beep and moving on to Trader and other shops. Now Beep's really small, but it's got really nice retro stuff, really old arcade parts and memorabilia and games of course as well for really old stuff. As you can see, a PC Engine. Yeah, worth a visit definitely. Next to it is Surugaya, which also has a vintage selection of goods, more modern stuff as well, like the H-Rap Hayabusa Silent, which I got, which didn't end up being very silent at all because Surugaya seems to have a low standard for accepting goods, but then again it also sells very high quality stuff, and as you can see there, some rather expensive Neo Geo carts in comparison to Mandarake, which has even more expensive carts, but we'll come back to that later. The Tokyo Radio department store has a load of well, arcade parts, which of course you can swap in with your usual console stick, and it also has bits from Raspberry Pi and things like that. So it's a very nice selection of goods in comparison to Mac Japan, which Mac Japan is really awesome, but I would say has more of the standard parts like Sanwa and so forth, whereas this shop has more of the kind of lesser known goods. Now moving on, we've got the indoor store. Now indoor, I'm pretty sure started off around the back of Akihabara, but now has a shop on the main strip, and as you can see there, has a very good taste in clothing and design, and it really kind of, you can see that they really know their stuff, and they kind of put the things that you really would like to see on their bags and caps and t-shirts. And if you remember Akihabara Container, that was an amazing special limited campaign shop with SNK goods. And in the indoor store you can still see some of that stock. Now these are not carts, these are actually boxes with the actual t-shirts inside. Now chocolate right here, pretty awesome. I should have had some. But let's move on now to Trader. Trader has 3 stores, one under the bridge, one on the main strip, and one opposite the kind of well, I could say Excelsior Coffee. I never really go to Trader 3, but Trader 1's very interesting, has a good selection of stuff, and it's difficult to say whether the prices are really competitive, but yeah, I would advise going to Trader 1 rather than Trader 2 first. But I'm going to mix and match a couple of videos and shots here. Here's Trader 1. Link in description, of course, to a nice web page where you can get to see the 360 of the store. But here we get to see a little bit of a close-up of the stuff that's currently going on around. This is 2019, guys. 2019, August 2019. So you can see the prices at this point. And as you can see, modern stuff, modern consoles on the first floor. And then when you go to the second floor, it's the retro things. Of course, then you've got a bit of mix and match. There's some PSP stuff there, which I'm not sure should have been there, but there we are. As you can see, PS Vita as well. A couple of guys' feet. And let's not talk about the upper floors, which are maybe slightly more ecchi, or maybe you want to talk about them, but not in this video. Oh, no. So Trader 1's definitely worth a visit. As you see, it's on the main strip. I kind of think that the main strip has more expensive prices because, you know, it's the more accessible. And around the back, you have shops like Friends here, which you can barely recognize, and it's quite hard to get to. But it's actually just down the road from the Sohericho station. And shops like that and Book Off, which again, which is around the back, you can get some rather good bargains like this KOF Kyo. But now moving on to Mandarake. Mandareku, whatever you'd like to call it, has the most expensive prices, I think. Probably up there with Super Potato, and you really have to have a lot of money before you go into this store. Yodobashi Camera and Softmap are, of course, mainstream. They might have some nice stuff. You can actually try out the sticks there as well. Here is Cospa. Now it's round the back of the Gashapon Tower, I call it. Well, it's the G store really. It has some really cool stuff like clip-on accessories and belts and t-shirts and stuff. But we're back here now at Trader on the second floor because I'm mixing and matching the videos. You know, just want to have screenshots and things like that. And as you can see, there are more retro stuff. Respecting the good old retro things. They've even got a Neo Geo X there. Of course, it's all pretty much used, but I think good prices here. I don't really want to like Everyone else like goes to Super Potato, and I think that's a bit of a, now they know that loads of tourists are going to go there, and I think their prices are a little bit inflated. But yeah, Trader One I think is a good idea to check out. Now of course, Golden Age, just literally walking out of Suherucho Station, you've got Mac Japan, which is a good place to get your arcade parts and games and console bits as well. Not console, no console stuff there. It's all about arcade parts. And I picked up King of Fighters Neo Wave for practically pennies. Now we're back at I think this is Trader 2, which is kind of similar kind of stock really, but it's under the bridge. It's more kind of in the kind of tourist kind of path, so I think the prices might be reflect that. And once again I say, things that are more out of the way, I think the prices are a little bit cheaper, and you'll find a lot of stores tell you things like, yeah, the prices are not the same as what we have. Don't go up there. Don't no, that's definitely, actually don't go up there, that's bad. No, go back down. We're not going to go back down. Oh no, we're going to back down. No, go, stay away from that. So yeah, now as a kind of bonus, you really want to visit Nakano Broadway, because Nakano Broadway has, well, it's quite famous now, but it does have some good stuff there. And if you're tired of the tourists, you want to go over here, even though I think this is becoming more and more famous, and it's a bit of a Mandalay kind of territory, but you do find some nice places that respect the kind of retro tastes, and some really nice stuff there as well. So definitely check it out, Nakano Broadway. Have a look around. Take some time rather than just hanging out in Akihabara, because that is really becoming a really kind of touristy spot, and the prices kind of reflect that. But Mandarake is Mandarake, and they kind of dictate the prices as well, so it's a bit dangerous. But what can you do? Have a look around. Take your risks. Bring your wallet and have a good time. All right. So that's the end of that little video here. I hope you enjoyed it. It's August 2019. Things change, things come and go, but we'll try to keep you updated with more videos and guides and stuff, and I hope that will be informative for you and help you prepare for your own trip to go down to Akihabara and Tokyo, and also Nakano Broadway. And if you want to help us fund the next visit, drop by orochinagi.com, have a look at all the lovely pages, and maybe buy a t-shirt. Oh. Thanks very much for watching. This is Gunny, and I'll see you guys next time.